Hi everyone, Stephanie with Mama Bear Inc. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I think all of us kind of have our paper crafting heroes, or maybe I'm just weird and I'm the only one who does. But one of my paper crafting heroes is a woman named Sam Hammond, and she is a UK Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and she makes some of the coolest stuff. And one of the cool things that I recently saw was a little box to hold these EOS, is that how you say it? These little round egg lip balms that are so popular. And I did not make a sample because I thought we would just go ahead and make it together here on camera because I think it's pretty easy. So let's get started. Here's our little lip balm, and this is coconut milk or something. Okay, I've never actually used one of these. Okay, and so the pieces of paper that we're going to need to get this done, and I am using Watermelon Wonder, is for the base of our box. This is going to be a little gift box. For the base of our box, we need a 6 by 6 inch piece of paper, cardstock. For the lid of our box, we need a 4 by 4 piece of cardstock. Then there's a little box kind of inside the box that the lip balm sits on, and this measures a 5.5 by 1 7/8. And then I've got 5 pieces of designer series paper from our new Tasty Treats collection. And these all measure 1 3/4 inches square. These are going to kind of be decorations. So the first thing we need to do to get started is some scoring. So let's bring in this Simply Scored, and we're going to score our box base first. And so this is actually fairly easy. This is the 6 by 6 piece, and we're simply going to score at 2 inches on all 4 sides. All right, and let's move this up a little bit further. There, you can see a little bit more. Okay, so that was our box base. Now we're going to score our box lid, and this is 4 by 4 inches. And we're just going to score this at 1 inch on all 4 sides. Oops, wow, I really made a mess of that, didn't I? All right, 1 inch on all 4 sides. Okay. And then for our little box in the box that the lip balm is going to sit on, we are going to score on the long side of this, the 5.5 inch side, at 1 7/8, 2 3/8, 4 1/4, and 4 3/4. Okay, so that is all the scoring that we need to do. So we can take our Simply Scored away here. And now we're just going to take our 4 pieces of paper and fold and burnish on all of the score lines. And I would suggest using a bone folder or some other type of implement to really burnish down your score lines for these projects, just simply because it gets a little difficult if everything's trying to pop up on you. All right. This is our little box within a box piece. There we go, and here is our lid piece. And you'll see that I messed up here. Let's see if I can kind of rub that out. This is Stampin' Up! Cardstock is very good quality, and so it kind of allows you to sort of fix some of your mistakes to some degree, anyway. All right, so the first thing we're going to work on, now that we've got it all folded up, is our base. And we don't need these outside 4 corners to make this box. And I'm kind of calling this box the Poodles Flop Box. Poodles is the name of Sam Hammond's paper crafting site. And the flop box is kind of what she named it because the box base really isn't put together. It just sort of, when you take the lid off, it just sort of flops open. So it's actually really neat. I like it. All right, so there is 3 sides, 1 more, and we will have our base completed. Okay, and the next step as we work on the base is we are going to use our Project Life corner rounder and round the corners on the box flaps. I sometimes do not have a fantastic relationship with my corner rounder. I just find it a little bit difficult to line up sometimes. Might be just me. Okay. If you turn it over and look in the bottom, it makes it a little bit easier, I think. Just because trying to line it up on the guides doesn't always get it where it needs to be to give you a nice clean corner. All right, so there is our box base. Now 4 of these little pieces of designer series paper are going to go inside the box here. So we are going to round these corners as well. And I think maybe it might be fun to kind of alternate these. The green is kind of the back side of the popsicles. The other thing that you want to keep in mind when you are putting your box together, if you have a directional print, you want to make sure that you round the corners at the top of the print so that your direction is not upside down. Your directional print is not upside down when you put it together. All right, so yeah, I kind of like having those alternating prints. Let's get all these little teeny pieces out of the way. Okay, and so we're just going to use some regular snail adhesive to adhere our designer series paper to the inside flaps of our little flop box. And we're just going to kind of center them up in here. Now, these, when I watched Sam's most recent video, she actually had another layer of cardstock underneath the patterned paper. I did not choose to do that for this project. So I think she was using the Foxy patterned paper too, and it just has a couple of color options. So it was that would be a nice one to use if you wanted to do all of the layering. Okay, so next we're going to work on our box within a box, and basically what this is going to do, you're going to fold it up just like this. We're going to punch a hole in the center, and then we're going to center it inside the box so our little lip balm can sit right on it. And the perfect size punch to hold our little lip balm is our 1 3/8" circle punch. Now you can try to put this in here and center it between the lines, but Sam gave a little tip. Go ahead and take one of your little squares that you cut off your box base and punch a circle out of it, okay? So then we're gonna put just a little bit of snail on the back of that. Now we're gonna put it where we want to punch our hole, where we want our little lip balm to sit. And so then we're going to use that as a template to come in with our punch and punch exactly where we want our little hole to be. So now we've got that. We need to close up this box, and we're going to use a little bit of fast fuse to do that. And we're just going to line it up, and there is our little lip balm holder. And now we need to place that into the center of this box. And again, I'm going to use fast fuse to do that, just because it's a bit stronger and it's going to get some use. So let's do our best to center this up inside the box like so, and yeah, that's going to work. Okay, and so that little box within a box is going to perfectly hold our little lip balm so it doesn't go anywhere. All right, so our box base is completed. Next, we need to build our lid for our box. Now, this one is pretty simple. We're simply going to cut up the rectangles and notch out the squares so that they fold in nicely. So we'll do that. Now this is the one I made a mistake on, so let's make sure I cut the right place. There we go. And notching like this just makes for a cleaner presentation when you put it all together. Whoa. And they don't need to be big or really exaggerated. Just kind of take a sliver off. There we go. And just have one more side to notch here. And we can start putting it together. And again, I'm going to use Not Snail Fast Fuse on these little tabs. We're just going to put Fast Fuse on all 4 of them here. All right, and then we're simply going to bring the sides of the box together, like so. Huh. I wonder if I did it on the wrong score line. See? My inside of my box is higher on the one side, so I messed something up there. Because it's not wrong on that side. Oh well, hopefully it'll still work. Okay, so there is our box lid all put together. We have one more piece of Designer Series paper, the 1 3/4 inch square that we're just gonna line up here on the top to decorate the lid. We'll go ahead and bring our box base back in and try our lid on for size. And there's our little box. Is that not the cutest thing ever? Now watch this. Flop! It just flops open and there's your little lip balm. I just love this little box. Thank you, Sam, for putting the instructions on YouTube. I will put a link to Sam's original video underneath this one as well. All of the measurements and cutting directions will be on my blog. And I think these would just be the cutest little gifts or party favors or whatever you wanted to make them for. I think even for Easter, I wonder if a Cadbury egg is this size. What do you think? I don't know. We'll have to check it out. Thank you guys very much for coming and spending time with me today. I've enjoyed it and I look forward to doing it again soon. Take care.